All right, today I'm gonna be taking you through the belt squat and how you can set up and execute the movement more effectively to get the most out of your lower body. Now, the first and most important thing on the belt squat is where we're positioning our body. Very often I see people standing too far back on the machine, and as a result, they get pulled forward every rep, and they just don't like the movement, and they say it feels uncomfortable. Well, if you fix your setup, this movement will feel better. So, number one, let's find a good foot position. I find that on most belt squats, they've got this huge platform, but really the only very top front of the platform is where it's gonna feel good to position your feet. So I like to try to get my feet as close to the edge as possible. Next, where are we gonna be hooking the chain to our belt? Very often I'll see people hooking the chain all the way far back, and this is gonna make the movement way easier. And belt squat's already a movement that you load up a lot of plates on. So if it were me, I'm gonna be trying to get the chain as far forward as possible. Many people aren't gonna feel comfortable on the chain that's all the way far forward, so I like to find a spot in the middle. From there, you wanna align your body roughly where your midfoot is centered with that chain, or maybe a little bit in front of it. If your feet are too far back behind the chain, you're gonna get pulled forward every rep. And if your feet are too far in front of the chain, it's gonna feel your body pulling yourself backwards. So find that spot in the middle that's most comfortable for you. Now that we've got in the right position and our foot stance is correct, how are we gonna be positioning our body before we go into our descent? I find that on most belt squats, it will not feel comfortable if you try to be super upright. So I like to let my chest cave down and pitch forward a bit more. And then as I'm descending into the hole, I feel way more comfortable with this forward lean. So I push my hips back and I let my chest come down, and then I go into my descent. Now, as I'm descending on this movement, I'm having good control, and I'm thinking about pushing my knees or letting my knees track in the direction of my toes. I don't want my knees to be caving. I don't want my knees to be going outwards. I want them to be going in the direction of my toes during the descent. Now, a lot of people end up squatting high on the belt squat. Part of that's ego. Another part of it is they don't warm up enough. So make sure you're warming up and you're keeping your ego in check and really taking these deep. That way you get the most out of the movement. A big issue I see people mess up on with the belt squat is they're pulling on the machine really hard. So they come into the hole, and as they come out of the hole, they pull themselves up. And we don't want to do that. This is meant to be a lower body movement, not a row, not a pull down. Don't use your arms to pull yourself. Now, I like to squeeze the machine really hard. I find that squeezing it hard makes me have better force output, makes me be able to apply pressure down into the ground more, but don't pull on it, just squeeze it. Additionally, I'm thinking about breathing as I'm doing this movement. Now, at the top of the rep, I take a big breath, I tense my core, and then I control myself on the way down. As I come out of the hole, I keep that breath, I keep that tense core, and then when I've locked out up at the top, I'll exhale and then do another breath to go into the rest of the movement. One other final tip could be where your eyes are looking. If you're looking straight down, it's gonna pitch your torso down, and as a result, you may not feel super comfortable. Same if you're looking up high. You wanna keep your eyes, about forward, maybe 20 feet in front of you, or maybe at the wall in front of you. And if you can fix that eye position, the rest of your body will follow. If you can do all of these things effectively, nail your setup, nail your execution, you're gonna get the most out of the belt squat. You're gonna get thick, juicy quads, and who doesn't want that? So hope this helped. I appreciate you.